Welcome back, Watch Crazy people. Unless you're new to the channel, of course, then welcome and thank you for tuning in. It's been exactly a year since my 12 micro watch brands video. So today I bring you part 2, my top 16 new, newish and fairly new in the grand scheme of watchmaking affordable micro watch brands that you possibly have never heard of. As there is much to get through, I've attempted to keep this as short and informative as possible. However, timestamps and links can be found in the description below if you prefer to skip through. And please ensure to let me know in the comments which, if any, of the watches you liked. So let's not waste any more precious time and jump right in. At number 1, we have the New York-based Brew watch company, founded in 2015 by Jonathan Farrer. Jonathan started his career as a designer for Movado. The concept behind his designs is coffee breaks. Simply put, the moment we sit down, relax, take a sip of coffee and take in the world around us. I very much like the concept and the look of this, the Mastergrapher. The watch comes in a choice of dial colours. This is the copper version. The case measures 38mm by 41.5mm. It uses Seiko's VK68 hybrid mecha quartz chronograph movement. It has dome sapphire crystal, uses C3 supernova, and is water resistant to 50 meters. And it's an extremely smart looking vintage-esque design that, in my view, is timeless. The watch can be yours for a respectable $375, that's approximately €330, £300 or 100 cups of coffee. At number 2, we have a brand that I've been following since its inception, the Ocean Crawler Watch Company. Currently located in Charlotte, North Carolina, but founded by Christian Champion in Rochester, New York in 2007. And if James Bond should own a watch, it should probably be one of these. The brand specialises in unequivocal durability. These watches are put through the most insane impact testing, equivalent to 6,000 G. That's almost 200 times more impact than a frontal collision with a 2.4 ton vehicle travelling at 60 miles an hour. The watch we have here is the slick looking Ocean Crawler Cordiva. Do be aware that there are only 133 units of this watch per colour, and they are currently on pre-order, so do be quick if you want one. The Cordiva has a sapphire crystal bezel insert, a 4mm thick AR coated sapphire crystal. It uses the Swiss Solita SW200 automatic movement. It can be taken down to 600 meters, measures 44mm by 50mm, has a 5-year guarantee and can be yours for $999, that's roughly €880 or £790. I personally think that's excellent value for money for such a well-engineered timepiece. In at 3, we have Briston, founded by Brice Journet in France in 2012. Though a French brand, Brice took his love and passion of British bat and ball sports such as cricket and created a very British vintage range of sports watches such as this, the Clubmaster Sport Khaki Steel. The watch is very smart indeed. The matte black PVD case that resembles a First World War cushion case trench watch measures 42mm by 42. It has domed mineral glass, is 100 meters water resistant and uses the Miyota OS21 chronograph quartz movement. The watch is certainly a conversation starter at $315, that's €280.50 or £250. It's a lot of bang for the buck. At 4, we have Marloe Watch Company, based in Perth, Scotland. Founded in late 2015 by Oliver Goff and Gordon Fraser. Both men took a slightly different approach to watchmaking. Their influences came from their frustration in the current throwaway tech society that we live in. Every year a new device comes out, making the last almost redundant, whereas a great mechanical watch will always remain a great mechanical watch. However, they have not just made any ordinary watches, they have combined their influences with extreme and record-breaking events. For example, the Colliston collection is inspired by the great Donald Campbell, who set the water speed record in his boat Bluebird at over 320 miles per hour in 1967 on Coniston waters. The watches certainly look the part to wear on a boat. The case measures 40mm, it has AR-coated domed sapphire crystal, uses the rarely seen skeletonized manual wind Miyota 8N33 movement that can be viewed through the case back in all its glory. Not bad when you think you get all of this for just $376. That's €333 or £299. At number 5 we have Balticus, founded by Bartosz Knopp in Poland in 2015. What started out as a passion for watches turned into an obsession, and then an anguishing desire to make his own watch designs a reality. The watch that stood out in his collection to me was the Deep Water in Grey. It's a pretty rugged, well put together, smart looking timepiece. The watch is 42mm in diameter, it has sapphire crystal glass, is water resistant to 300 meters, uses the Miyota 9015 automatic movement. It looks amazing on either the steel, rubber or NATO strap, and it can be yours for $755, that's €670 or £600. In at 6 we have the Vescari watch company, founded by Jeroen Vrinsen in Roermond, Netherlands in 2015. The brand focuses on making quality classic style watches that are simple, clean and almost sterile, and usually focus upon one watch at any one time. As you can see here, we have one style of watch in many different guises. The watch we are looking at is the Chester in steel with black dial on a green canvas strap. The watch measures 40mm in diameter, it has AR-coated dome mineral glass, uses Citizen's Miyota 6S21 quartz chronograph movement, is water resistant to 50 meters and costs a mighty reasonable $225. That's €199 or £180. At number 7 we have Traser. Now I'm sure many of you are rightfully shouting at your screens right now saying, well, how the hell can this be on your list? It's not even a fairly new brand. Well, in some ways it kind of is. The company actually started out as Merz and Bentelli AG in Switzerland in 1918 as a chemist. Walter Merz and Albert Bentelli split the group in 1968 to create MB Microtech AG, producing tritium phosphor glow paint under the trade name Traser. The first watch that Traser produced was for the US Army in 1989, and though many of their watches were seen through the years in the movies and could be purchased by the public, I do not believe that the name Traser actually featured anywhere on their watches until much later. Possibly the early noughties, but I think it was around 2011-2012. I could be wrong. But anyway, putting that aside quickly, here we have the Traser P68 Pathfinder range. The watch we were looking at was the automatic date version that uses either a Sellita SW200 or an ETA 2824, which comes in around at $945, that's €835 or £750. And here we have the Swiss Quartz GMT version, which has an unspecified movement again, so at this stage I assume it to be the Ronda 51524 H or D, which comes in at around $520, that's €460 or £415. Both watches are 46mm in diameter, have AR-coated sapphire crystal, can be taken down to 100 meters, and use a really unique luminescence glass seal, as can be seen here. At number 8 we have Chronologia watches, which despite its name doesn't have one single chronograph watch in its collection. However, I'm probably being pedantic as chrono does come from the Greek word chronos, which means time, so we'll let them off the hook. Now, there is very little information about the brand, which was established in 2014 in Hong Kong, which leads me to believe it is one of the large Hong Kong manufacturers, many different brands. However, regardless of this, it's still a noteworthy timepiece. The watch in front of you is the Clima Satin in warm grey. It has a 45mm carbon fibre case. It has sapphire coated mineral glass. It uses Seiko's NH35 automatic movement, can be taken down to 100 meters and only costs $415. That's €370 or £330. That seems rather cheap to me for a carbon fibre case. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Next at number 9 we have CuleM, founded by Matthew Cull in 2018. However, the watch was not actually released until the end of 2019. Though founded just outside of Cardiff in Wales, these watches are 100% Swiss made and made to an extremely high standard. After having travelled just over a third of the world's 195 countries, Matthew realised how useful a GMT watch would have been, so he decided to create these magnificent travel companions. The Lights GMT, which have a simple wall dial which illuminates at night. The Frame GMT, that has a more geometric, angular designed map and beautifully guilloche dials. And possibly my favourite, the Portal GMT, which is kind of a cross between the two. I especially like this blue dial version. Every watch uses the best grade ETA 2893 automatic movement. The cases measure 40mm by 46.85mm. They are water resistant 50m, have AR coated sapphire crystal, are open case back with 24 correct GMT and BST time zones engraved around the case back perimeter to help you correctly adjust the time zone. They all come with 3 quality watch straps and are limited to only 50 pieces per design. And to top it all, they come in a jolly nice travel box. Prices start at currently $925, that's €822 or £737. Without having one to hand, from what I can see, they look super value for money. At 10 we have INSTRMNT, founded in Glasgow, Scotland by Pete Sunderland and Ross Bainham in 2014. INSTRMNT is more than just a watch brand, it's a lifestyle brand. The boys design and create simple, high quality items for the home and great outdoors. Their products have been exhibited and well received in major exhibitions in London, Paris and New York. Here we have the D series with black bezel and it is spectacular. I love it. I just wish they uploaded more close-up photographs of it. I'm afraid other than this large image and these small images, that's your lot folks, that's all we're getting. The watch is 40mm in diameter, has double dome sapphire crystal, is water resistant 200 meters, uses the Swiss Solita SW200 automatic movement which has a bespoke instrument designed rotor which can be viewed through the sapphire crystal open case back. However, we may possibly never know what this looks like because there isn't any images of it. This cool looking watch can be yours for $746, that's €663 or £595. We would like to see more images of this watch please INSTRMNT, or better still, send one in for review. At number 11 we have LIV Watches, founded in Miami, Florida, USA by husband and wife teams CuleM and Esti Chazanau in 2014. LIV is a Swiss-made direct-to-consumer microbrand, so you won't necessarily see any of their watches being sold anywhere else other than on their website and through their marketing channels such as Amazon. The idea behind the brand is to produce well-made, unique, trendy and fashionable watches at an affordable price. Certainly nothing wrong with that. The design I like the look of from their collection is the Rebel DDC, which uses the Swiss quartz Ronda Caliber Z60 chronograph movement. This one is the Cobalt version. The watch measures 42.5mm by 49.5mm. It has AR coated sapphire crystal, uses BGW9 Superluminova and is 100 meters water resistant and only costs $396. That's €352 or £316. At number 12 we have an independent family owned Swiss brand from BLBN. Formex, founded in 1999, so well established but still fairly new in the grand scheme of watchmaking. Their goal? To produce high quality but affordable timepieces. The watch we have here is the pretty funky looking Diver. There is an automatic version which uses the ETA 2824-2 for approximately $700, that's €620 or £559, and a GMT version which uses the Swiss Ronda PowerTech 515.24D quartz movement at $410, that's €360 or £325. The watch is extremely cool, unique and futuristic. The case measures 46.5mm by 53mm. The automatic version has sapphire crystal on both front and back, and the quartz version uses mineral crystal. Both use Superluminova, can be taken to depths of 200 meters, and have an incredible array of either rubber, leather, steel or titanium watch straps. Personally, I like the watch on the still beaded style strap pictured here. At 13, we have LIV Watches, founded by childhood friends Christian Meyer and Jonathan Kampstrup in Denmark in 2014. REC, or REC, are the first three letters of recover, recycle and reclaim. Basically, a proportion of each watch is made out of historical vehicles. For example, the 901 is not only designed around the iconic 1960s Porsche 911, it actually contains parts of an original 1960s 911's bodywork, which is untouched and preserved in a special coating, providing a unique patina to every dial. Each car, which was sadly destined for the scrap heap, was especially sourced, and an entire history of that vehicle from the original owner down to the parts used to make the watch are fully documented, with each watch engraved with the original vehicle's VIN number. Now let's take a closer look at this, the 901. 03. The area below the bezel resembles the grille on the back of the car. The orange stitch on the black leather strap harks back to the GT3 RS. Sections of the dial represent the many different dials on the dashboard. The case back and the movements rotor resemble the popular Otto Fuchs rims and disc brakes, and the crown emulates the car's horn. The watch measures 44mm in diameter. It uses Citizen's premium automatic 9100 multi-calendar with power reserve movement, running at 28,800 beats per hour, and it costs $1,694, that's €1,505 or £1,351. From what you're getting, I don't think that's a lot of money. It's stunning, and what a wonderful idea being able to own part of a rare and iconic vehicle. In at 14 we have TRIWA. Founded in Scandinavia by four very good friends in 2007, the brand bases its designs upon Scandinavian simplicity. Here we have the ocean plastic in deep blue, and as its name would suggest, it's made out of recycled ocean plastics. It's a brilliant idea. The watch has a classic military style shaped case, an awesome waves dial, and quick to read hands. The case measures 37mm in diameter. It uses Citizen's Miyota 2035 quartz movement, has domed scratch resistant mineral glass, is 100 meters water resistant, and comes with 2 years international warranty. All that for just $139. That's €123 or £110. That really can't be bad. At number 15 we have BIATEC, founded by Peter Kozar in Zvolen, Slovakia in 2015. His watches are made to tell a story of Slovakia's cultural history, packaged in either a classic or modern way. The brand chooses to build quality over quantity and subsequently produces a few hundred watches per year. Here we have the Leviathan collection. Leviathan is a form of mythical sea serpent, therefore expressing strength and agility, which I'm positive this watch has. It's a very unique and encapsulating design. The case of the watch measures 43.5 by 50.2mm. It has a 3.5mm thick AR-coated dome sapphire crystal. It uses Superluminova, is coated in Nantec, giving it a Vickers hardness rating of 600. Giving you some idea, 316 stainless steel usually has a Vickers hardness of 180. It is powered by the Solita SW200 automatic movement, can be taken down to 300 meters, and it costs $1,210. That's €1,075 or £964. For what you're getting, it's very good value for money. And finally, at number 16, we have GECKOTA, founded by Jonathan Quinn in Tewkesbury, England in 2012. GECKOTA originally started off selling excellent quality watch straps. I know this is fact, as both my father and I have been purchasing many of their straps over the many years. And it was my father who suggested I check out their watches for this video. And you know what? I'm thoroughly impressed. The watch we have here is the Racing Chronograph. It's a classic looking design which comes in an array of dial configurations. The watch measures 42mm in diameter. It uses Seiko's VK64 Mecha Quartz movement, has AR coated sapphire crystal. It is water resistant to 100 meters, comes on a handmade vintage leather strap, and it only costs $249. That's €221 or £199. It's cheap. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, please be sure to like, share and subscribe. Until the next time.